Hi guys, I hope you've all had a great week. If you are new here, I'm Melanie and I do food hauls and a few other bits and pieces. Once a week I do my weekly food shopping. I do it in mostly two shops and I do two different videos basically. I don't edit, so if there's any mistakes, if there's any noise outside, obviously I can't help that, but there is antisocial behaviour on the street. Just certain houses, not all of them, but some of them, majority of them do live around the part of the street that I live. So if you hear noise outside, then obviously I can't edit it out. But obviously, even if I was editing, I'm not going to keep stopping. I used to stop and wait until the noise went, but I could be waiting hours because sometimes it does go on for hours. So you will see part one, which is all the stuff that isn't chilled and frozen. And then you'll see part two. They will be filmed, they will be uploaded. I know there's sometimes that I am unable to do part two, and it is due to the effect that what's going on is having on me, because it's not just harassment, quite serious crimes actually happened, and the police are not being very good about it. But if they continue, all the police reports and the evidence will be sent to media for them to publish it, to show what the police are allowed to happen, because apparently some of the neighbours are friends with the police. So I do apologise if there's any noise. Right now there isn't, but it could happen at any time. So I've been to Asda and Tesco. Now if you watch my videos, you'll know that I've been doing that for a while now. Today I did it the other way around. So normally I go to Tesco to get the majority of the shopping. Then I go to Asda. Now today I went to Asda first, which I was unsure about doing because when I go to Tesco, sometimes there's things that I either forget or they don't have, or, you know, there's things that I typically get from Asda that I don't get in Tesco. So I was worried that I was going to go to Asda, get my typical things, maybe a few other things, and then go to Tesco and they might have things that I typically get in Tesco, but they don't have them, and I wasn't going to go back to Asda. But luckily this has actually worked for me. One of the main reasons I did it was because there was a couple of things on offer in Asda that I wanted to get, and because it's payday, and because some of these offers are really good and limited amounts per person, and I know people go in with their friends and other people to get more of them, I didn't want to miss out on something. So at Asda the total came to £62.90. I got $4.20 off, so it was $58.70. As you know, I typically spend around the £40 mark in Asda. Sometimes it goes up to £50. So this is definitely one of the more expensive ones, which did leave me a bit worried because I was like, I'd like to stick to my budget if possible. I don't mind going a bit over, but I do try and stick to it, which is getting harder with the price increase. But I actually still managed to stick to it even though I spent more than in Asda. And then Tesco came to £98.60. I got £18.43 off and it cost £80.17. So as always, we'll start with Tesco. So the husky has come in. She wants attention or food or something. I mean, maybe she'd like some toothpaste. Toothpaste, this isn't for me. If you watch my videos, you'll know that I did actually misplace one of mine and a deodorant. I found them weeks ago after I'd bought more deodorant and more toothpaste. So the toothpaste that I bought last time, like, I've got about enough for maybe 1 or 2 uses. So I didn't need to replace mine because I actually found it. And I've been using deodorant for a couple of weeks. So they were in places that I never put those items. That's why I couldn't find them. Sardines, sunflower oil for the dog. She thinks all these are for her these days now. My open tuna or sardines, which I don't personally eat, she seems to think they're hers. So I'm replacing both because they've both been eaten this week, but only the dog. The dog's only had the sunflower oil one. I didn't know if I had to get sunflower oil or in brine. I literally don't know. But I feel like sunflower oil is better for the dog because brine's like salty, isn't it? You're going to tell me wrong on that. Twirls, these are slightly discounted in Tesco at the moment. They were last week. Not by much, but a discount's a discount. And they're on like a really obvious place, like one of those aisles where they put things on offer. So I grabbed them. 4 soft white brown baps and 4 brown oven bottom muffins. The salt and vinegar squares that I normally get weren't on offer, but these were, so I got them. Mr. Kipling, These are so expensive when they're not on offer. By the way, they are on offer. I was just like, I noticed the full price today. I was like, oh my God, I'm not going to pay full price. I always get my snacks on offer. Things like this I would not pay nearly £3 for. And then also on offer were the cherry bakewells. So I'm going to half each packet, and we're going to have half of each one each. Even though it's going to be harder to half the 5-pack. I don't know how I'm going to do that. I think they'll probably end up with 3 of them and I'll end up with 2, which I don't mind. And by the way, they've not got any savoury snacks because they have loads. Because it's been their birthday this month, and basically they ended up with loads of stuff. So they've still got 2 packets of crisps, they've got a couple of packets of cheese twists, and they've got a couple of other things as well, so they don't need savoury snacks. Panadol, there's 2 boxes. They've gone up, I think I said last week, they've gone up in Asda and Tesco, but Tesco's still about 40-50p cheaper. I got gold bars. I originally actually picked something else up. I can't remember what it was. Then I noticed these were on offer. They didn't have much off, something like 20-30p, but they were cheaper, so I got them. These aren't for me, but I do like them. They're the take-on of the M&S ones, which are to die for. I don't know if these came out first or the M&S ones. I mean, I'm not an expert, but the M&S ones are better. I got one bacon potato. I got a loose one. It's actually bigger than what it looks, because I found that Asda had a 4-pack on offer, but all the ones I could see, and I wasn't going to dig forever, they all didn't look great, and some of them were really tiny, and I'm not after massive ones, but I weren't impressed with the quality, so no wonder they've been like heavily deducted, because they weren't the best quality. So I've got the big jar of Hellmann's vegan mayo. I'm trying to like not step on the dog here, it's really difficult. I get the next size down normally, but both of them were reduced to clear. I don't know why it's reduced to clear. I don't know if they're not stocking them in Tesco anymore, or if they're going to change the label. Normally when they're changing how it looks, that's normally when they do reduce to clear, so they could be doing that. This didn't have massive amounts off, and also I'm now concerned where I'm going to put it, because I do put the other one in the fridge door, but on one of the shelves. Now this is too tall to fit on one of the shelves, but it'll fit where I put drinks, but that's always full with all sorts of stuff. But I know there's a couple of things in there that I actually need to throw out, so it'll work out. But I do know we put it on one of the shelves in the fridge door. And I prefer it to normal mayo. It's creamier, you don't need as much. So yeah, that's why I get vegan mayo, even though it's obvious that I'm not vegan. Dental Delicious Everyday Dental Chews. I didn't get her any of the normal things that she gets, because she's got them, because she gets those little chicken pieces, and she gets those all sorts by Bakers. She's literally got them both, literally. Not tons of them, but she should have enough to get through the week. But then again, Huskies, literally, you open a packet or you come in the kitchen. Yeah, I heard that. I don't know if you heard what she just did, but yeah, you're good at doing that. She did that before. You know, she's good at doing that when I'm on a walk with her and people presume it's me. Well, it's you, isn't it? So hopefully she's got enough. If not, I'll just go and get her some. Nescafe caramel latte. And then someone who works there was like, you need to try the Kenko salted caramel ones. You can have them hot or cold. I'm pretty sure. Right, okay, she just gave me a pour and she nearly pulled my hand off. No, I don't have any in the cupboard. I'm sure I've had them before. I'm going to have to get them when they're on offer, because I said if they're not on offer, I'm not going to get them, because I only get these when they're on offer. I have paid full price, because if they're not on offer in Tesco and they're not on offer in Asda, at least stop giving me your paw. She just gave me a paw again. That's why I walked over here, because she pulls on my hand. So if I see them on offer, I will try them, because apparently they're really nice. Yeah, I got these again. I do like them. I really like them. They actually lasted me longer. I think they lasted 4 days. So I did better with them. Now we're on to Asda Nurofen. I always get a packet a week. I don't think I've finished the last packet. I hope I haven't. These were the ones on offer today, the Oceana ones. It's normally those like colourful ones that smell of something. I don't know what the scent is, but I always think it never smells like what it says on the packet. I got stir-fry spicy noodles, which I may not like. I don't typically get a lot of spicy stuff. Like, I don't like super spicy. I don't mind a bit of spice. But I thought I'd just get... Are you right? Would you like to do the video? I don't want your paw. Okay, I love your paw. It's only because you want to pull on my hand and pull me to you. I just want to get something different. I have some chicken noodles in the cupboard, and I wanted something to eat the other night, and I didn't want to cook noodles. I don't know why I'm telling you that, but I'm just saying that even if I've got noodles in, I don't always want them. I should have got a couple of mug shots because I don't have any of them in at the moment. You're gonna keep distracting me, aren't you? She thinks because I'm in here that she's gonna get something. So one of the things on offer with these Monster Munch Giants pickled onion. Now I wasn't actually going to get them. You can see what I actually got, and if you knew what was... I know you've come over to... Oh, if you want a husky, everyone, this is what you have to put up with, constant tension. And because you're in the kitchen, she thinks you're going to get something, and she's not. And I was walking in, these were to the left of me, and I saw them out the corner of my eye, and I thought, oh, I'll just have a look at them. Luckily I did, because this is next to them. These are normally £7, and they were £3.50. And I decided I was going to get the... Don't chew a bottle up in here, because it'll get noisy. I thought I'd get them because I always get the Tesco one. And by the way, the Tesco one is really good. For the money, the Tesco's own one, if you've seen the videos, you'll know which one I mean, is really good. It washes your clothes, and I don't mind it. But I haven't had a branded one in ages because I try and keep my food budget, which includes cleaning products, to under £150. Now, I don't mind if it goes over, but I'd rather it didn't. But I think it's going to get to the point, because things are constantly going up, where it will probably start to go over. But I'm not going to go out my way to go over if I can save 10, 20p here and there. It does add up, because people are like, oh, it's only 10p, you only save 5p. But if you save that on 10, 15 products every week, or even if it's just 5, that's a saving. So I decided yesterday I wanted these, and I thought, oh God, it's payday. People are going to go crazy over them. Now, they were limited to 3 each. And if I wouldn't have spotted them, because you go through the barrier thing, and it was to the left of me. And normally I don't look at that stuff to the left of me, because, you know, it doesn't always catch my eye. But they caught my eye because I'd never had the big packet before. So I saw these as I walked, like, turned around. And they were on display, but in the boxes. So people were having to open the boxes to get to them, and tons of the boxes were empty. And I decided I was going to get 2, not 3. I wasn't going to be greedy, but I did want to get more than 1 because they're half price. And this is typically £3.50 is around what I pay for the Tesco one. But I think the Tesco one has 33 washes, so it has worked out better. But I've not used Persil in years. I typically, branded, I normally get Furry, or what other brands do I get? I did get Furry a lot for a very long time. I don't get Ariel. Sometimes I get Surf. Surf isn't bad, but Surf isn't the best actually. But Surf is a better price. But yeah, I've personally not bought Persil for a super long time, like years. So I'm hoping it's good. But I know people were going, especially for this. I think there were 5 main things, weren't there? Because I saw the advert. There was the crisps, there was this, there was a BIM, and I'm sure there was 2 other things. But I didn't go crazy for it. And I still had money left when I finished my shopping, but I wanted to make sure that I stayed within £150. Let me know if anyone else if you're watching and you got this. Also, let me know if you think Persil's good, because I just get the Tesco non-bio, which has been good. And I was going to get Furry next, but that were half price, so... And I wouldn't pay £7 for it. Mine literally ran out. I think I've got enough left for 1 coffee, and I think I'm going to have a coffee because I didn't have a hot coffee this morning. I had a cold one, which I'll show you what I had in a minute. Because I didn't have time, and I basically couldn't be bothered. And I didn't know if this was still on offer, because I knew it was on offer either last week or the week before. I think it was last week, and I forgot to get it. And I just had enough to get through the week, and I think there's literally just enough left in the tin to make one, because I put it in with my Nescafe or any other thing that I make. Sometimes I will make this and turn it into an iced coffee, because my iced coffee machine's completely broken. That didn't last me long. This week I opened one of these, because last week I just bought 1 almond milk, and I had to open it yesterday because I had cereal twice. I had it as like my evening meal as well as my breakfast, and I was like, I need to replace it. So I've basically replaced the one that I've used. Sorry, chocolate rice cakes, one of them because she's got one open, and I feel like she's got a full one as well. If not, I think she might just have enough to last a week. If she doesn't, I will go to the shop and get her some of them and a pack of other treats if she needs them. Now, I used to have the Nature Valley things all the time. I can't remember what they're called, but it's that without the yoghurt on. I absolutely loved them. During lockdown, you used to be able to get a full pack of like 24 or whatever it was, like a massive pack for £3, and they were meant to be £6 or £7. Sorry, I've just got to itch my face and I didn't have a spare hand. I mean, I could have put that down. And I spotted these. I was waiting for someone to move so I could get to the chocolate rice cakes. And I spotted these, and they had chocolate ones and they had yoghurt ones. And I thought I'll go for yoghurt ones because I don't always like chocolate on things. It depends on the brand as well. And they were reduced. I think they had £1 off or something. Otherwise, I wouldn't have got them. But the 8 packs of 2, and it's 93 calories for 2. They're probably really tiny, but I thought I'd try them and have something different this week. So I got 2 jars of hot dogs. I'm glad I called them hot dogs because she knows them as sausages. And I can't say the word. And the reason I taught her the word sausage instead of hot dogs is because sometimes when she comes in, like if it's a warm day or she's been on a walk, I'll refer to it as being a hot dog because she's hot and she's a dog. So that's why I refer to it as being a hot dog. So I've taught her the word sausage, which sometimes causes me problems because if I accidentally say sausage in front of her, then she thinks she's going to have a sausage. But I didn't want to teach her hot dog because then I can't say you're a hot dog because she's hot and she's a dog. Anyway, mine's getting low. Do you know what? Who remembers when I bought that? I'm pretty sure I bought it either right at the start of the year or last year. And it's not even super low. I think it's like somewhere like there, but I buy ahead. Tomato ketchup, mine's low. And who remembers, I keep saying that, when I bought the Asda on and I literally used it all because it wasn't bad. And it was also because this Heinz wasn't on offer for weeks and weeks and weeks and I needed one. So I did pick up the Asda one thinking, not going to like it. I'm probably going to hate having it. But I actually used it because it wasn't bad. Yes, it wasn't Heinz, but it was nice enough or okay enough for me not to mind it. Which is the main thing, because if you don't mind it, you're going to use it. And I did use it all up. And I did get the bigger branded one of this because it had an offer on it. Now, all of the sizes had offers on, but this one actually worked out slightly better for the money. I think they all had about 50p off or something like that. But this one worked out slightly better money-wise. And I didn't want to spend more than what I paid for this, but there is a size down. But when I looked at the price difference, it wasn't worth it. I only got one Lucozade Sport, and it was from Asda, was it? No, it was Tesco. That was from Tesco. Because I was going to get one in Asda, but I didn't because I've still got nearly half of one, and I have got something else which I'll show you when I show you the chilled stuff, and it'll make sense why I didn't need to spend another £1.50. I would have got the one in Asda. Did I get it in Asda or Tesco? Do you know what? I can't even remember. I think it was Asda because Asda, I went to Asda first. Asda, you also get, it's one of the star products, I believe. I got 3 sparkling apple and mangoes because, firstly, I went there first, and secondly, I thought there was a week when they didn't have any apple and elderflower in Tesco. What as if they don't? And I'll have to go early in the week. But another reason is because these are 55p, whereas alright? I know I'm nearly finished the video. You're not having anything though, just because I'm in the kitchen doesn't mean that the husky gets something, does it? She's thinking it does. So I did pick up 3 because I saved, I'm sure, a Tesco 75p. Yeah, they are, so I saved 20p. So maybe next week I might pick up 4 apple and mango, but I don't go Asda first. And I don't know if I want to change to Asda first because it might cause me problems, because if I go to Tesco and there's things that I typically get and they're not there and I've been to Asda, I don't want to go back to Asda. Although I could do. I don't know. I got 2 Highland Springs 1.5 litres from Tesco purely for the reason that I ran out of water again this week and I had to buy a pack of 8 of those little bottles again. I didn't go through them all, I didn't run out, but if I wouldn't have got them, I wouldn't have had any water at all. So, and I didn't drink as much yesterday as I should have done. If I would have done, I probably would have drank maybe 6 of that 8-pack. But because I didn't finish everything else, I only drank 2. So I have picked these up, but also they were on offer for 75p, so maybe I should have got 4. It's funny how we think of things afterwards. I got 3 apple and elderflower, and I got 2 8-packs of Diet Coke. Now, I was tempted to get is it 30 or 28 pack of the Diet Coke Zero because it's on offer for £6 or 6. And the reason I didn't is because I don't know if I like Coke Zero. I don't think I've ever tried it. Excuse me. If I have, it would have been one of those situations where I wanted Diet Coke and the only option was Coke Zero. But I can't remember because it would have been a long time ago if I actually liked it. And I was tempted to see if I could get, do you know those little cans that you can get from shops? I was going to see if they had a Coke Zero in Asda before I went to Tesco, but I totally forgot. Because I know it wouldn't have been chilled, but I would have tried it, and although it wouldn't have tasted good, but I would have given it a try to see if I liked it, and then I would have probably picked up the Coke Zero to save money, because it would have been cheaper to get double the amount of this nearly, because these were 2 for £7 or £7.50 or something, I don't know, but that's why I got 2 of them. And then I did get 2 of these. I had one this morning, I had one before the dog walk, and then I've been saving them, not deliberately, I've just been putting them in the fridge and not having them, but I have been having it on a Friday morning. So I have had 2 of them so far, and I feel like I'm going to be having a coffee soon. I also have toilet rolls and water. And that is everything that I've got that isn't in the fridge or freezer. I've actually got some freezer stuff, and that's another reason why I went to Tesco last, because I didn't want to have frozen stuff for an hour or longer, because the frozen stuff in Tesco, even if I did all my shopping and did the frozen stuff last, I still have to go and check out, pack my bags, go to the car, put my bags in the car, drive to Asda, do my shopping in Asda, and then go home. And even though I'm sure the food wouldn't have defrosted, especially because it's not hot, I didn't want to be like having I didn't buy loads of frozen food. I didn't want to have frozen food in my car, so that was one of the other reasons why I went to Asda first today. And I didn't pick up everything I was going to get. And one of the things I was going to get, I changed my mind when I saw something else on offer that looked better, but you get less. But I'll show you that when I do part 2. If you have any questions about anything that I showed you now, which I doubt you do because I'm pretty sure I've like told you everything, and I've probably bored you all and you've all probably clicked off my video. But if by any chance you've watched the video and you do have a question, please feel free to leave them down below. In fact, I've almost forgot something and I've just spotted it. So normally I buy 4 strawberry and white chocolate muffins from Asda. They're so good, that's why I keep getting them. I do like the chocolate chunk ones, as they call them, just the plain ones with the chocolate chunks in, but I really like the white chocolate and strawberry. Normally things are white chocolate and raspberry, and I avoid them because I'm not a fan of raspberry, so I've been getting them. And today I was like, I'm gonna see what Tesco have got in, see what muffins they've got, because I've not had a Tesco muffin in years. I used to have blueberry ones, that's where I used to get blueberry ones from, but I went off blueberry muffins. So I saw them, $1.18 for 2. Now obviously I can't remember how much the muffins are in Asda, but I'm pretty sure they're less than these full price. And the woman at checkout, she's like, how many are left? I forgot to go and get some. So she literally ran off and got 2 packs of these, one for her and one for who she was working with. And she said that they released them just for Easter, and I was like, oh, I didn't know that. I said, I'm glad I saw them, because I'm probably not going to be able to get them again. So I did have one. Obviously I'm not going to have both. It is so good. It is so good. Literally the filling, that cream thing, is inside, and it is so good. If you like carrot cake and you do get the chance to get these, if there's any left, get them. I would happily pay full price for them, knowing that, but only because they're limited edition. If it was something they had in all the time, I wouldn't necessarily pay full price all the time. But that is all the unchilled stuff that I have. Like I said, any questions, let me know. If you are new to my channel or you watch my videos but you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Press the notification button. And I will be back in a few days' time with part 2, which I'm going to immediately film as soon as I put this away. I hope you have a great week and thank you so much for watching.